Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Ting. Today, we're going to learn one of the most useful casual grammar structures in Chinese, AA repetition of detachable words, 离合词. This makes your Chinese sound light, natural, and casual. I'll show you simple English explanations with short Chinese examples. You can also turn on subtitles and choose your preferred language. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's Grammar Explainer. We are so excited to have you with us because today we're going to help you sound way more relaxed and a lot more like a native Chinese speaker.
Oh, for sure. Today we're actually unlocking a bit of a secret formula. We're looking at detachable verbs, specifically using the AAB structure. Now, I know that sounds a little technical right off the bat, but I promise you it's literally a game changer. It's incredibly fun and super easy to start using in your everyday conversations.
So, what exactly is this AAB reduplication all about? Well, it simply means taking a standard two-character verb and just doubling that very first character. And doing this actually does something magical to the meaning of the word.
It really does. It basically tells the listener that the action is going to take a very short amount of time, or that it's just a really quick, low-pressure attempt at doing something.
Yeah, think of it kind of like taking a moment to just sit back and sip a warm cup of tea. It totally shifts your tone from being stiff and formal to being super friendly, relaxed, and casual. It basically takes all the pressure completely off the action. Okay, let's compare some everyday verbs you probably already know. Take 帮忙, which means to help, and 跑步, which means to run. These are your standard AB verbs. They're perfectly fine words, of course, but they can honestly sound just a little bit serious or direct.
Right. But watch what happens when we double that first character. Instead of just saying 帮忙, we say 帮帮忙. And 跑步 becomes 跑跑步. Do you hear how much softer that sounds?
Oh, absolutely. 帮忙 sounds like you're submitting a formal request for assistance. But 帮帮忙, that just sounds like you're asking a buddy for a super quick, tiny favor. Let's hear how this plays out in a real-life scenario. You might say, 请你帮帮忙，这个问题我想了半天还是不明白. Please help me out a little. I've been thinking about this problem for ages and I still just don't get it.
Just imagine a totally exhausted student completely stuck on this giant math problem. They really need some help, but they definitely don't want to be a huge burden on their friend.
Exactly. But using 帮帮忙, the student is being polite, but they're casually asking for a quick favor. It totally lowers the pressure. It's basically saying, hey, could you just give this a quick look rather than demanding some long, formal tutoring session? Let's try out another scenario. 儿子，快起床，外面天气非常好，我们出去跑跑步. Son, wake up. The weather is great outside. Let's go out for a little run.
今天是周末，你让我再睡一会儿吧。
Today's the weekend. Let me sleep just a little longer. Did you notice how the mom used 跑跑步 there? She's definitely not demanding that he go out and run a full marathon. She's just suggesting a very light, casual jog.
Yeah, just a quick, refreshing attempt at some exercise. Even though the son still totally wants to sleep in, the mom's invitation sounded super friendly and low pressure because of that AB structure.
All right, let's look at a few more common everyday words. We have 洗澡 for taking a shower, 聊天 for chatting, and 说话 for speaking.
Now, if we apply our doubling rule, 洗澡 transforms into 洗澡, which means taking a quick shower. 聊天 becomes 聊天, having a little chat. And 说话 turns into 说话, which is having a brief talk.
So, to summarize the rule as simply as possible, you literally just double that first character. It immediately softens the action, it makes it sound shorter, and it gives your sentences this wonderful, natural conversational rhythm. Okay, it is time for some practice. Let's see if you can use what we've just been talking about. Here's the setup for the dialogue. Person A says, 你给我打电话，有什么? You called me, what's up? And person B replies, 好久不见了，周末, long time no see, this weekend. So, how would you casually say, let's meet up quickly, using the AAB structure for the verb 见面? Go ahead and take a second to think about it. All right, do you have it? The answer is 见面. Spot on. So person B would say, 好久不见了，周末见面. Long time no see, let's meet up this weekend. If you guessed 见面, fantastic job. You just successfully used the AAB form to suggest a really relaxed, friendly get-together. Let's try one more practice scenario, just to really lock this in. Picture a beautiful, sunny day hanging out in the park.
Here's the setup for this second one. Person A asks, 你周末都做什么啊? What do you usually do on the weekends? Person B answers, 不一定，有时出去玩. It depends. Sometimes I go out to play and
Now, how would you fill in that blank with an AAB word? That means having a casual chat. The standard word is 聊天, so what would the AAB form be? Think about it for just a moment. And the answer is 聊聊天.
Exactly. 不一定。有时出去玩，聊聊天。It depends. Sometimes I go out to hang out and have a little chat.
Notice how 聊聊天 just perfectly captures that relaxed weekend vibe. It is not some serious, structured meeting. It's really just kicking back, spending a little time, and chatting casually with your friends. You guys are honestly doing so great with this. Let's do a really quick review of our key takeaways before we wrap up today's explainer. To sum it up as simply as possible, whenever you use the AAB structure with detachable verbs, you are telling the listener that the action is short, it's just a casual attempt, and your tone is wonderfully relaxed and easygoing.
That's it. Hit the nail on the head. Taking that standard AB word and transforming it into AAB is absolutely the best way to make your language skills sound native, super friendly, and completely effortless.
We highly, highly encourage you to keep practicing your AB words this week. Try sneaking them into your everyday conversations whenever you want to sound a bit more approachable. Go out there and shuo shuo hua.
Yes, and whatever you do, do not forget to join us next time. We're going to be diving into more HSK3 grammar, specifically focusing on the pronoun zama and how it gets used right after bu or may to show a really low degree of something.
Oh, it is going to be such a useful session for sure. So here is a final thought for you to leave with today. How many stiff, formal sentences in your vocabulary right now could you instantly transform into warm, friendly invitations just by doubling a single character? Think about it, keep practicing, and we will catch you next time.
Well done! Now you know how to use AAB repetition with detachable words. This helps your Chinese sound natural, casual, and easygoing. If you want more personalized practice, check out my trial lessons in the Preply link in the description. Next lesson, we'll learn 怎么 after 不, may, to express low degree. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to keep improving your Chinese.